I believe it was Gurr hit an absolutely disgusting backflip 5 on Nick Aguilar.
Backflip 5s are one of my favorite. One of my favorite. Getting things underway here. Gurr from Washington, again, he's in the red singlet. Johnson from Missouri in the blue singlet. Seconds in, it appears to be Johnson being hit with first passivity warning.
And Gurr's been dominant on his way to the finals, picking up a fall in the semis.
Over. Like Gurr might have stepped out there. It is confirmed. It's going to be 1 point on the board for Johnson. 45 seconds in.
Yeah, as I was saying there, Gurr been dominant, picking up a fall both in the quarters and the finals, or the semifinals. In the semifinals over Charles Faber of Illinois, who'd had a great run till that point.
And both guys finding it hard to get their contact here, to get the chest to chest and find their grip. More outside styles.
Malik Johnson dominant in his own right, picking up 11-1 tech and 13-0 tech in the quarters and semis as well. So both these guys been dominant until they've met each other here. So
we are halfway through the first. That's going to be the second passivity call going against Johnson. 1 point on the board for Gurr. Ties things up one apiece. And remember, they're not going to stop the action on those passivities.
I like it. Keep it going.
It does keep the action going, I will give you that. And it's obviously different from what we're seeing at the senior level.
Yeah.
And going out of bounds, they're going straight push there. Another implemented rule change. No points on the board for Johnson.
One of those rules that's kind of are open to interpretation on it.
It is open to interpretation. I saw one at the Pan Am Games this week, and it was in freestyle, actually, believe it or not. We go out of bounds here. No points going to be awarded. Down and out. As I was saying, Zach Ray in the finals against Jarvis of Canada. His first push out, maybe 20 seconds into the match. Zach Ray pushed him right out of bounds. I immediately thought, hey, you know, that looked kind of like a straight push.
Yeah.
And then I tweeted 1 point on the board for Zach. And then there was no points. So I was like, oh, there's that rule. So, yeah, we've had a couple rule tweaks here and there, but they're going to be different from senior to the junior level. Toss attempt there. Gut wrench right away from Johnson. They're going slip throw on that, so the takedown and the turn waived for Johnson. And, you know, if I'm him, I got to be a little frustrated right now. I've got to step out, takedown and a turn, and no points on the board. I'm actually losing by criteria.
And that was great transition wrestling, too. As soon as he got that turn, went straight into that trapped arm. That could have been trouble if it had not been stopped.
Here you go with the arm throw. Johnson around behind. Can he get it? 5 seconds left on the board. He's circling hard. And no points.
Great exchange there from both guys. Awesome defense there from Gurr. Looked for sure that Johnson had the corner and was going to go around behind, but great job squaring up. And we'll go to the break, tied at 1.
Johnson had the angle there, but Gurr, excellent from underneath. He was moving. He knew short time. You got to know that situation. You just got to fight for that extra second or two. And he staved off giving up the takedown.
Great job being aware of how much time was left.
Oddly enough, I think that period more in favor of Johnson than Gurr, but Gurr the one with the lead technically by criteria. Obviously, we're going to see some more points on the board, but I don't believe we saw a passivity on Gurr in the first. 2 on Johnson, and remember those reset, so he gets another warning and then gives up a point. So it's every even passivity, if you want to think about it that way, it gives up a point. And the elimination of forced parterre, you know, definitely plays a factor in the outcomes of these matches. And now right away, Johnson ducks underneath. We're in a hip lock underhook situation here. Johnson really cranking on that shoulder. Man, that's tight. And Gurr trying to get underneath, get his hips up and in. Official going to break the action. We'll come back to the neutral position. 1-1. Good flurry to start.
Yeah.
in the second period.
Johnson coming out, picking up right where he left off.
Another duck under, same situation as before. Big hip lock here from Gurr. Johnson, he's not going to the seat belt. He's coming up over the shoulder.
He's kind of trying to crank him over.
Right. But he's getting trapped there.
Yeah, Gurr doing a good job of keeping that whizzer tight and staying hip to hip.
And that'll be another warning there. That'll actually be an attention on Johnson, so it won't count as a passivity. But now we're going to have a passivity offered from the judge. And it is not confirmed. I don't even think the chairman saw it. But what you're seeing here is the judge is recognizing, hey, Johnson's been the aggressor. Even though from a Greco positioning standpoint, I'll hold that thought, we go out of bounds. They're going 2 points on the board for Johnson. So he takes the 3-1 lead.
And finally his aggression is rewarded.
Yeah. But just to finish that thought, when you see Gurr, his hips are in and underneath him, and he's trying to get his chest in, and Johnson's keeping his hips back. So that's why you're seeing the mat official target Johnson for the passivities and not Gurr. It's a little bit different animal than freestyle.
Yeah.
Arm spin attempt here from Gurr. Johnson does a good job hopping over the top.
Great job not exposing there by Johnson.
And again, close to the edge. Johnson pressuring hard, and he's going to get another push out. 4-1 on the board in favor of Malik Johnson. 1:02 left.
So the point's starting to come now here for Johnson.
But Gurr's starting to open up a bit. We've seen a couple throw attempts now. And he was close to getting that arm spin. So one little exposure, and he's right back in this thing. Goes for the headlock. And again, back in this.
You see Johnson come over and lock on his wrist, trying to crank Gurr over. Not going to be able to.
I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder there if you can get that crunch. But probably more effective from a standing position or up on your knees, elevated, where you can get some drive down.
See, the mat official offered caution too. It was white paddled around though.
Duck under here from Gurr, trying to get underneath, get something going with 22 seconds left. 4-pointer will get it done for him.
Yeah, he's going to have to go big here with 15 left. And Johnson got to make sure he stays in there.
Now Gurr's around behind, takedown 2. Can he get a turn? 5 seconds left. A turn would do it.
Almost has him loaded up in his hips.
Oh, and that was close, but it's going to be Malik Johnson with the 4-3 razor-thin decision. He will be your Fargo champion in Cadet Greco at 106 pounds, but credit to Riley Gurr. Fought until the very end.
Great finish there. Great match between those two. And Missouri gets on the board with the champion of their own.
So we got Colorado ×2, Illinois, and Missouri opening things up. We're 4 matches in.
See a number of Illinois guys left. I know that there's another Missouri guy in the finals. And Malik will get ready to head over.